us to gather here this morning. We are honoring women, and at the same time, we are drawing their attention to the plight of women in society. While both male and females are guilty of abuse of their partners, it is very often the women who bear the brunt of violence. They get beaten up by sometimes their spouses are drunk on a Saturday or a Sunday and gives them a hard time, or often they are verbally abused at home as well. This has been carrying on for a long time now. I'm not saying that it's everyone. Some men treat the women properly, but there are others who do this. And for many, life becomes like hell on earth. Some women are just treated as objects, and it is only in the last 70 years or so that steps have been taken by the government and other role players to treat women as equal to men. We all try to find some happiness in the world, and we like to make our life worth living. In order to do this, we all need to respect each other. We have to have a lot of respect for each other, no matter how poor or how rich or whatever we are. And we must uphold each person's dignity, and we must cherish everyone. So we're calling upon the people who make the laws to give more rights and equal rights to women. Wherever they work, they must get the same pay as the men. And also, I remember in my mother's day, the women were not allowed to get educated, even up till recently. Like my mother, she only did standard 5 at school, and then parents stopped her from going to school because they said her role is in the house. Whereas her brothers had the advantage of going to complete their metric and becoming teachers and doctors and whatever. But women were not allowed all those things in those days to talk about women's rights.
Good day to one and all. Today we honor the 20,000 women who marched to the Union buildings against past laws on the 9th of August 1956. And we can look back at what we have achieved since the attainment of the freedom that these women fought so hard for, especially with regard to promoting gender equality. It is a matter of considerable pride that many of the rights and freedoms that were fought for are now entrenched in our constitution of our country. So as we unite and follow in the footsteps of these 20,000 hard-working and persevering women, may the words of the poem that I shall now recite remind you of how far we have come and motivate you to venture on. The true essence of a woman's worth is in the obstacles she has overcome. To be still standing and reading, to laugh, to cry, and to have stared adversity squarely in the eye. For it never matters if she sometimes stumbles or falls. She picks herself up and still stands tall. She takes time to pause and reflect. For her greatness of spirit she must never forget. To ascend into power when she's feeling quite low. To own herself.
Because the church must be a part of the community. And ever since we are here, the doors are wide open for a lot of involvement. Later you'll find there'll be a legal help desk coming in right at the church through Attorney Vedanian. And we've got a lot of programs coming in where the community can be involved. First of all, we were blessed with good premises. And when we are blessed with good premises, it is our joy to share that with the community. And today it's my joy to speak to you. Firstly, we have a thing called International Women's Day. It started on the 28th of February 1909. The convenient date each year is the 8th of March 1909. Okay? So there is an International Day, then we have a National Day. What we are doing is we're following a National Day. This National Day, I was so fortunate, I belong to the TGE, Transformation Gender and Equity Committee in the Department of Education. And at one of our functions about 5 5-6 years ago, we called in Professor Fatima Mir into a meeting. She had no notes in front of her. We wheeled her in, and she spoke off the cuff about 1956 because she was president.
Change our plans for today. Although these things do happen, we are still here and we have made this event a joyous and fun one. On behalf of the organizing committee, it is my pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to thank members of the Shakra Civic and Ratepayers Association, the Church of the Nazarene, our cooks for the scrumptious meals that have been provided, our speakers for today, and to all of those who have helped in making today's event a success, as well as to everyone present here today. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it.